Good morning. So nice to have you joining us on a beautiful day here in the Tennessee Valley, and we hope that you've got your volunteer spirit on full alert this morning, because we're kicking off the show with firefighter Alan Green. He's with the Chattanooga Fire Department, and he is here this morning to kind of rally your support for an event they're having on Saturday, right? Called
Yes.
Sound the Alarm. Good to see you.
Sound the alarm.
So you've been a firefighter for 9 years.
Yes.
I'm sure you have seen your share of success stories, but also some heartbreak, thinking that if only people had had that smoke detector, maybe some of the damages could have been minimized.
Right. Not just damages, but life safety. You know, saving the life. Smoke alarms have played a major part in, you know, helping a lot of people and families get outside their house during the fire.
So what you're doing on Saturday, the reason I mentioned the volunteer spirit, is y'all are looking for people to come out and help you. You're going to be distributing smoke detectors all across the South Chattanooga area.
Right. South Chattanooga, Painted Woods community.
So people are going to meet at the Bethlehem Center to do the volunteering.
What
right?
we will do, we'll meet at the Bethlehem Center. That's our rallying point. And then we'll canvass the neighborhood from there. Everybody will have a lead person to take them to different homes, and that lead person will be someone that's part of the Red Cross volunteer unit.
It is important to mention that this is being done through the Red Cross, because the people whose homes you're going to be going to on Saturday morning, did they know you're coming? Have they already said, yes, I'd like to have?
No, some of them may know if they kind of been interacting with Red Cross members, and a lot of them don't know. So what typically happens is we'll go knocking on doors and ask, you know, the residents, hey, is it okay if we come in? This is what we're doing. This is why we're doing it. And if it's okay with you, we'd like to come in and install smoke alarms.
Once you're in the house, will you kind of survey? I mean, if you should see an area that you think is risky for somebody, will you try to at least enlighten them to that?
Well, for me, that's what I always do. If I'm going in to do a smoke alarm installation or distribution, it's just automatic that I kind of look around and say, okay, this is what I think. And I always like to educate people when I have the opportunity. Hey, this is why we're putting the smoke alarm here and not there. This is how you test it. Also, you might want to watch out for that, you know, a wire or a cord that's hanging in the middle of the hallway.
How common of a problem is it? Because sometimes they can be sensitive and people will turn them off because when you're cooking, it makes the alarm go off and then they forget that they need to turn it back on.
Well, it's kind of one of those situations where people get in the habit of maladaptive behaviors. You know, smoke alarm is causing a nuisance, becoming, you know, annoying when you're cooking. If it just keep going off, so people tend to say, well, let me just disconnect it. And you could do that over and over, and then you just get in the habit of not feeling like you need it. So you won't even think about reconnecting or putting the battery back in there. So it happens all the time.
In television, 2 minutes is kind of a long time. You and I have 2 minutes left right now to finish our conversation this morning. In a case of an emergency, 2 minutes goes by like that.
Really?
And you said that that's how long you have typically.
That's about the length of time you have when the smoke alarm goes off. It gives you enough time to get out safely, depending on where you are in the home, but about 2 minutes is what you have.
Is it, if you are in a bedroom, let's say, and the door is shut and there is a fire in your house, a minute left, should you or should you not open the door?
Well, depending on where the fire is located. If it's close to your bedroom in the hallway, then no, you don't want to open the door, because the fire is going to be right outside that door, which is why we ask people to know 2 ways in and out your home, or out of your home if there's a fire. So in that case, if the fire is in the hallway and you can't get out the room, then you stay in there. If the window's too high from the floor, then you go to the farthest corner away from the fire until we can get there and rescue you. Or you can just, if you have a plan and you've been practicing your plan, you say, hey, I can get out the window safely. We have a window ladder here. So it's just practicing your escape plans. And
it's a great, great effort. If you're in a position to volunteer, please meet them at the Bethlehem Center. 9 to 1 is the actual distribution time. I'm sure they want you to get there a little bit early.
We're looking for 50 volunteers.
You can call 580-9489. I hope we get you to 51.
51, we'll take it.
Thank you so much for educating us this morning.
Yes,
we really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
We're back after this.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. If you have or are eligible for Medicaid, please listen closely. You may be eligible for a Medicare Advantage plan from WellCare with a zero or low plan premium. Call now. We can answer your questions and help you enroll over the phone. WellCare provides access to essential benefits that go beyond